This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Lots of folks have questions this week about Kamala. Of course, we just recently lost him, and what a legend he was. Woodrow wants to know, did you ever hear or see anything about the Kamala Andre the Giant locker room altercation? Either way, do you have any other interesting Kamala stories?
Well, I have one that concerns me, but I would definitely like to hear the one about Kamala and the Giant.
I think
If that's
I think the gist
Go ahead.
was, allegedly, according to the rumor and innuendo, they had a bit of a scuffle in the ring, and I think Kamala maybe accidentally was a little too stiff with Andre. Andre started choking him. Kamala got pissed, started to throw some receipts. Eventually, allegedly, Andre said a word he probably shouldn't have said. And Kamala made sure the next time he wrestled him, his wife or girlfriend at the time had sewn a little pocket into his trunks. And he had a little pistol ready for Andre if he tried to pull anything. And of course, nothing ever came of that. They had a man-to-man conversation, and they were friends from then on out. That's magic how that works. But yeah, that's sort of the gist that most people heard about when they read the obituary in the Wrestling Observer last week. I probably didn't do it justice. If you haven't already, go out of your way to read Dave's write-up. I think it's, I'm probably way out of school on this, but I think it's one of the 10 best things I've ever written or read rather that Dave's written. It's just a fascinating story. I'll send you a copy, Arn, but let's hear your story about Kamala.
So in all my years, 38 to be exact, I never heard a story about a guy bringing a gun to the ring. That's about as heavy as it gets, I guess. And I don't know how that story didn't make it out to everybody that's been in the business ever since, but somehow it evaded me because I never heard about it. My story pales by comparison big time. My first booking in Louisiana for Bill Watts was against Kamala. And for about 5 minutes, I was shown that it was his job to get over and me to get him over. And it was the safest, easiest money I ever got getting slaughtered, but he slaughtered me. And you never forget your first house show in the business, and that was against Kamala. So, I'll never forget it. And so sorry that he passed way too soon.
It's pretty remarkable, the impression that he left on everybody. And I think Meltzer said that he had a reputation for, not only was he intimidating to fans, but being one of the safest sort of night off type performers that one of the boys could have, right?
Yep. And all of his stuff still looked good. That big chop looked like it cut you in half. And, his stuff looked good, but he was very safe. Never dropped anybody on their head bad. He was just a great character, and he had full control of that gimmick, and he got that gimmick over. Everywhere he went, he drew money.
Yes, he did. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.